now, and I want to focus everyone on what I think are the ABCs of achieving success that we need to focus in on for the next few months. Now, we talked about last week, we said, look, if you think about this, what you did in the first half of the year in terms of number of sales made, closed transactions, listings taken, if you did the same number in the second half of the year, for some of you, that would be a pretty awesome year, right? Say yes. It'd be a great year, right? So I think that opportunity is there for you, and I think if you add a simple 20% to your activities over the next few months, that you're going to get a great result for it. So, but I wanted to go through what I call the ABCs. So let's start with A. Write this down. Avoid negative people, things, and habits. Avoid negative people, things, and habits. No newspapers, and stop hanging around people who don't mean to be negative, but they seem to always be, don't they? So that's A. Avoid negative people. B. I wrote down here, believe in yourself. If you don't, who will? Believe in yourself. Work on positive self-talk every hour of every day. I wrote down C. C is be consistent in everything you do. The amount of prospecting you do, the amount of time you prospect, the amount of time that you role play, the exercise time, time with your family, be consistent with the money you put away. C is be consistent. Let's talk about D, A, B, C, D. D is don't give up and don't give in. Don't give up and don't give in. Don't give up and don't give in. Don't take the easy way. If you do the activities you're supposed to do and you do them daily, you will what? Succeed. I wrote down here E. E is for enthusiasm. People are buying you and your bright outlook. E is for enthusiasm. People are buying you and your bright outlook. Let me ask you a question. How long would you really hang around me if I wasn't up and excited and enthusiastic a decent amount of the time?
Would you still buy us lunch?
I wouldn't buy lunch because I wouldn't have any money to buy lunch because nobody'd be hanging around. See? Probably, right? So, enthusiasm. That's what people are buying. They buy your energy and they buy your enthusiasm. I wrote down F. Focus, 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 focus. Look at your goals every single day. If they don't excite you, get some new goals. Focus on your goals. They need to be exciting. Focus on what you're doing. I wrote down, the next one is G. Give more than you plan to give. Give more time, give more energy, and give more money. Give more time, give more energy, and give more money. Let's talk about H. H is hang on to your dream. Hang on to your dream. What was the dream you had as a kid? What were the things that you wanted as a child that you kind of maybe gave up on as you got a little bit older in life? Don't give up on those. Hang on to your dream. Why did you come into the business? Why did you get started doing what you're doing? I want you to stay with that dream. I wrote down I. H-I. I is ignore. Ignore those who try to discourage you. Ignore those who are trying to discourage you. Most people are not on your side. Interesting thought. They say they are, but are they really? Most people are really not on your side. I wrote down J. Just do it. J is just do it. Just do it, just do it, just do it, just do it. J is just do it. And K is keep on doing it. If J wasn't enough, let's go to K. K is keep on doing it no matter how hard it seems. Winston Churchill said in the darkest days of World War II, when any other person would have probably given up, Winston Churchill says, never, 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 never give up. Giving the courage and thought process to the English people who were being bombarded daily. And even in the face of all of that, he would say, never, never, never give up. I wrote down L, love yourself first and foremost. L is love yourself first and foremost. M is make it happen. Don't wait for things to come to you. Do not wait for things to come to you. Go out and make them happen. I wrote down be a deal maker. Now, what do I mean by be a deal maker? You're working on a for sale by owner. You're working on a for sale by owner. You're working on a for sale by owner. M is make it happen. We're doing M. Make it happen, make it happen, make it happen, make it happen. Okay? But we're working on this for sale by owner. Okay? We're trying to get this for sale by owner, and we can't get the for sale by owner listed. I say to you, don't worry about listing the for sale by owner. Find a buyer. Put the deal together, be a deal maker, make it happen, and don't worry about the listings. Does that make sense?
Yep.
See, we're so focused sometimes that we think we have to take the listing first that we forget that, oh my gosh, I got this buyer over here. They would really like that property. In fact, sometimes we're trying to get the listing with the idea that we have the buyer. I don't know what you're waiting for. Make it happen. Call them up. I got a buyer. You got a listing. Let's put together a deal. Let's do the paperwork, do it in the right way, and open escrow. Hello? You guys with me on this? Or do we have to do that one again? Okay, I wrote down here, make it happen. The next one is N. Never take no for an answer when yes is still possible with a what? Qualified client. So in order to do this, though, you have to know your scripts, don't you?
Yeah.
You have to know what to say and how to say it, right? I wrote down the next one, and after N becomes O. O, open your eyes and look for opportunities. In all markets, people have to buy and people have to sell. Your job is to what? Go find them. That's your job. Go find them. I wrote down P. You have N-O what comes next? P. P. P stands for prospect. You thought I was going to do something different?
I'm serious. I thought
Prospect. But I said prospect every day. Prospect every day. P, Q. Q is for quitters. Quitters never win, and winners don't what? Quit. Quitters never win, and winners never quit. I wrote down here R. Q-R. R is for read. Read, 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 read. Pour good stuff into your head every day, every day, every day. 2, 3, 4, 5 times a day. Constantly be reading. S. Stop. You didn't think I was going to be able to go through the alphabet like this, did you? I'm pretty good, huh? S. Stop procrastinating. Stop procrastinating. Or it could use start previewing. Either one. I don't care. Stop procrastinating or start previewing. Do it now. There is no tomorrow. We keep doing this to ourselves. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll get it done tomorrow. I'll work on it later. There is no tomorrow. Do it now. I wrote down here T. Take control of your destiny. Take control of your destiny. Has there ever been a time in your life when you've looked back and said, I could have done that better? I could have done it sooner. I could have pushed myself a little bit more. At the end of the race, I remember doing this super clearly. It was actually a defining moment in my life. I was in junior high, and we were running a race. I had never gone out for sports to speak of. And it was like a little cross-country thing, like a 440, I guess it was. And I really never had run the 440 but one time before. I didn't really realize how long it was. And I got out there and I ran the 440 and it was over. And I thought to myself, wow, I didn't run as fast as I could have. I could have beat these guys. I remember that as clear. That was 60 years ago. Not 60 years, 50 years ago. That was 50 years ago. Crystal clear that I didn't do what I should have done in that race. And I swore to myself at that time, that's not going to happen to me ever again. I'm going to leave it on the field. When I'm done, I'm not going to say, wow, I could have ran a little faster. I could have ran a little longer. I could have ran a little harder. No way. Don't do that to yourselves. When you're done with the day, when you look back at the day, that was a great day. I did what I was supposed to do that day. That's all we're talking about. No more, but what? No less. Okay, I wrote down here, so that's take control of your destiny. I wrote down, you, understand, you and only you can make it happen for you. You and only you can make it happen. Look around. People are doing deals. People are taking listings and making sales, right? Hello?
Yes.
Yes. Why not you? People are listing houses. People are making sales. Why not you? I wrote down V. V is for visualizing. If you can see it, you can do it. If you can see it, you can do it. Visualize you doing it. Visualize you taking that listing. Visualize you setting that appointment. Visualize you getting that commission check. Visualize that happening for you. I wrote down W. If you want it more than anything, excuse me, not if, want it more than anything. Want it more than anything. Who has ever wanted something so bad they just couldn't stop thinking about it? Huh? At some point, all of us wanted something. A car, a pair of tennis shoes, a pair of shoes, piece of jewelry, a guy, gals, a girl, guys, you know. All that kind of stuff. A suit, a hairdo, cool wheels on your car, cool car. That's what we want. We want it and we're going to go after it. We know that feeling. Want it more than anything. They just had to have it. I remember going to get my real estate license. Two things. A, I was going to get my real estate license. B, I was not going to fail. That was it. That was it. A, I was going to get my license. B, I was not going to fail. I was good. That was where my head was, and it was scary because I told the world. I told the world, and at that time, you know, I was what, 20 or 21 years old. You know, 21-year-old guy's got a pretty decent ego. You know, and here I am. I'm going into real estate. I want to make all this money, and I want to drive these big Cadillacs, and I want to do all this kind of stuff. I mean, that's what was cool at the time. I don't even know if they made Mercedes back then. Oh. No, but that was it. I was going to do that. And it wasn't going to happen any other way. That want it more than anything. I wanted this. Once I understood what real estate could and should do for me, I wanted it more than anything. And it's proved to be, in the last 40 years, the most amazing thing for me and my family. It is truly Willy Wonka's golden ticket. I'm telling you guys and gals, this is Willy Wonka's, your license. If you haven't seen the Willy Wonka movie, go take your kids or your grandkids to it. Just sit and watch it yourself. I mean, this is the golden ticket. This is where it's at. This is the opportunity. You don't have to have an education. You don't have to have a background. You don't have to have a lot of money. All you have to have is the desire and the will to succeed, and anything at any time can happen. I've seen the young people do it. I've seen older people do it. I've seen men do it. I've seen women do it. It's amazing. It's amazing. This is an amazing business in that way. And then I wrote down accelerate, but I can't spell, so I meant accelerate with an X. So I figured you guys give me a little bit of license there, right? Accelerate your efforts. You worked hard last week. Well, it's not good enough. You've got to accelerate. You need to work harder. You worked hard last half of the year. Okay, you did. You need to work a little harder. Could you have worked a couple more hours? Could you have made a couple more contacts? Could you have talked to a few more people? Remember, we are in the meet the people business. That's what we do. And we have to make money in this business, meet what? More people. But what? More people. We are in meet the more people business. That's what we are. That's what our second half of this year has to look like. Okay? I wrote down Y is you. You are unique. Nothing can replace you. You're unique. You may not feel that unique. You may look at it and say, that's not that big a deal. But let me tell you, you're that big a deal. You are unique. There's nothing like you. Nothing like you before. There will be nothing like you afterwards. Okay? Do something with it today. And then Z is zero in on your target and go for it. Z is zero in on your target and go for it. Because, ladies and gentlemen, today matters. What you will do, committing to the next 3 days, committing to our extravaganza, commit to show up Tuesday, commit to show up Wednesday, commit to show up Thursday. Get with the coaches. Let them know you're going to be there. Let's get you set up because we want to make sure that there's space for you and that there's food set up for you guys so that, my God, it'd be terrible to run out of a Subway sandwich, wouldn't it? It'd be horrible. And I told them I want different food. So we're having different food all week. Okay? I didn't really think that pizza with pastrami on it was... But we had pizza with pastrami on it today, so I hope you enjoyed that. Your arteries are I'm worried about your arteries. Okay, zero in on your target and go for it. Today matters. What actions will you take today? What commitments will you take today? Will you commit to all three blitzes? Get out there, make it happen. If you don't normally go to Irvine, go tomorrow. Get up a little bit early. Get out there. If you don't normally go to Covina because it's a little out of the way, make a commitment. Go to that one. And surely on Thursday, go to Brea. There's a lot of expireds, a lot of properties to talk to, a lot of people to do things with. And then add to that the morning calls, the afternoon, make sure that you're doing the door knocking. Make this an amazing extravaganza, and then let's focus and see what happens, what we can do in the second half of this year. Now let's go out and make it happen. Thank you. Woo! All right.